Hey Sunflowers, I'm Lynnie with Sunflower Spirit Tarot, and this is going to be a love and romance reading. The significant signs for this reading today are Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Did I say every sign? Probably. Okay, so if I did not say every sign, those are the signs that it's going to hit for the hardest. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and become an official Sunflower. And to all of my returning Sunflowers, welcome back. I'm honored for another opportunity to read for you, and I'm so happy that you're here. I hope that this gives you the comfort, confirmation, or clarity, whatever it is that you are seeking at this time. We start today's reading with some strong Scorpio energy and the Ace of Wands here, the Death card. Listen, I just feel like you've undergone a major transformation. You've had a major glow up. I feel like you are coming into your own sense of authenticity. This might even represent a spiritual awakening for some of you. I just feel like you have gone through a major transformation within yourself that has had some sort of external value. And what I mean by that is maybe you've learned how to love yourself. Maybe you've learned how to channel your creativity and your passion and focus your energy in a very specific way. And now that you are kind of tapping into this more authentic side of you, this more passionate side of you, this more creative side of you, that you're presenting yourself in a different way, that people are taking notice of. You are coming up as very, very attractive at this time. People are looking at you. You're magnetic. People want to talk to you. They want to understand who you are and what you do. I see you being very, very secure here in who you are and what you bring to the table and what you might bring to a partnership. You've been single for a little bit now. I don't know how long exactly. It could be even as long as 2 years, right? And I feel like within this time, you've been disconnected from somebody that maybe you had a very significant relationship or connection with. Unfortunately, I do see them coming back around for another opportunity or for another chance. So for those of you who don't want to hear about past people, you might as well just go ahead and turn this off right now. But there is a significant, potentially fire sign masculine energy that's coming through for you, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, who wants another opportunity. They want another turn at the wheel. They want another chance with you, and they want to see what can happen if you were to be open to this, right? You feel like you've already learned your lesson with this person. You feel like they might not have anything to really offer you besides sex or the physical aspect or the sensual aspect of a relationship. You don't feel like necessarily that this person is like your match or somebody who would be a good partner to you. You might even sometimes think that you and this person are incompatible. There's so much that you don't know within this time that you guys have not been in communication, that you guys have not been in relationship. There's so much that you haven't seen. There's so much that you don't know about this person or about this person's life or about the experiences that they have had. They've also gone through a transformation. They have also gone through potentially an ego death. They have had some time to reflect, and they feel like re-energized when it comes to your dynamic or your relationship with them, and that it deserves another chance. The Fool at the bottom of the deck, they want you to give them another opportunity. They want you to jump in both feet. Basically, they want the version of you that they got before. And by that, I mean they want the version of you that trusted them, that jumped in, that took the leap, that believed in them, that opened your heart and gave them the love. But they did something, or something happened within this relationship that caused you guys to separate, that caused you guys to realize that maybe we're not supposed to be together. I feel like this person in this masculine energy, they have seen their mistakes. They understand what they've done wrong. They seem to have a lot of regret or remorse about the past, or about the situations of the past. There's something that happened between you guys. Now, what I will say is, like, I don't think it was like the worst thing in the world. I don't think this person cheated. I don't think this person beat on you. I don't think this person was horrible to you. I just feel like this person was very egocentric or ego-centered or self-centered in your relationship. And what that means is, like, how that's kind of translating to me is like they didn't have a lot of consideration or compassion for you. They weren't very emotionally supportive. They didn't know how to show up for you. Basically, what they wanted from this dynamic or relationship in the past just was for you to be there for them, because you're showing up here as this Queen of Pentacles energy, somebody who knows how to be a great partner, somebody who is dedicated and loyal and committed and so down to ride for you, willing to do whatever. This is an acts of service kind of love. Like, what do you need from me? What can I do for you? How can I serve you? How can I show up for you? And to be honest, I feel like that person they didn't reciprocate that energy at the time. And everything was always about them. Everything was always about their desires, their success, their focus, their energy. Everything was always about them. The relationship was so them centered and them focused that you realize that you kind of maybe had lost yourself in that dynamic, or lost your sense of self within that relationship. And you don't want to go back to that. You don't want to go back to a place where you don't know who you are, where you don't know what you want, because you're so invested in this other person's journey that you don't even pay attention to what's going on for you. They want that version of you, but they also understand where they fell short or where they may have been lacking a little bit. Let me clarify just to get a little bit more energy. I want to know about this King of Wands here. Why is the King of Wands showing up here? What do they want? Why are they showing up, and what do they want? We have the Three of Pentacles. They want partnership. They want to come back into partnership with you. They want to be in a relationship. They want to build something with you. Oh my goodness. Empress at the bottom of the deck. Look at this. And the Emperor over here. They see you as their counterpart, divine or otherwise. They see you as their counterpart. You know, whether you believe in twin flames, soulmates, all of that stuff. I'm not here to label this person. You apply the labels as they fit. But this person sees you as that. They see you as your match. They see you as their match. Okay. And there was a time that you saw them the same way. And maybe you guys have some sort of inexplicable connection that you can't ever really kill, or you can't really ever really cut. You might always feel very spiritually or energetically tied to this person. And it's because you guys have a lot of chemistry. You guys have a very natural attraction to each other. There was never anything forced about your relationship. What I will say is this person is still who they are, just like you are still who you are. Okay. So when you're in a dynamic where your boundaries might be a little bit more fluid than you would like, then it's up to you to maintain your boundaries. It's up to you to say what you will and won't tolerate. It's up to you to say what you will and won't do. Okay. And when they're coming back into a relationship or attempting to get back into your good graces, it's up to them to say, I'm also going to be of service to you too, because I know how valuable you are, and I appreciate everything that you do for me. So it's my responsibility to show up for you in the same way. Whether or not that person has mastered the lesson, I don't know. But I do know that both of you guys have undergone some sort of transformation that has completely changed the way that you view romance and relationships, and not completely changed who you are in relationship. It just has changed the way that you show up and what you're willing to tolerate and what you aren't willing to tolerate. Let's talk about the Queen of Pentacles here. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? Yeah, we have the Eight of Pentacles. You are so devoted to whatever it is that you are currently working on at this time. Whether this is your career, your family, if you have children, this might be just your creative projects, whatever it is, you are so determined to master something or to totally focus your energy on something, because that's what's been paying off for you. You've realized how strong and how powerful your love is, that when you pour it into something, it has no choice but to blossom, but to flourish. Now that you understand this about yourself, now that you understand that you are the source, right? You're not the source of everything, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you're the source of your success, that everything that is around you comes from you. You are determined to get the best out of life. You're inspired, you're motivated, you're working on things. You might be a full-time artist. You might be a stay-at-home mom if you have children, or are trying to be. You're just somebody who's very much devoted to their craft or to their passion, and that's what you're focused on right now. So even if this person does pop back up, I think they would have to be making some sort of significant gesture in order for them to get your attention again. Let's talk about the Prince of Chalices here. Let's talk about that. I do see them making an offer. I do see them coming back to either explain or apologize. I see them keeping it light at first. We got Cancer energy with the Chariot here. Your card is here. Your card is here. They want to move forward with you. They want to offer you some sort of peace offering, or they want to offer you some kind of an apology. And I think that it's going to be a little bit, it's going to be light. It's going to be flirty. It's going to be fun. It's not going to be something that feels heavy or serious, okay? But it will be sincere and it will be meaningful. The only thing is I just don't see you fully trusting this person. I don't see you fully wanting to jump back in with this person. I see you being very skeptical and very hesitant. So if you are watching this reading because you want to know what this person's intentions are, their intention is to move forward with you. They want a relationship with you. They want a partnership with you. They want to invest in this relationship again. They don't want to take you for granted anymore. They appreciate you. They understand. They might have had experiences with other people, but that's not even necessary, because now they have been without you long enough to really appreciate you. And sometimes you don't know what you have until it is gone. Am I saying you should just be so grateful that this person understands now and that they know now? No. But I think you might be more open to giving them a chance than you might say you are. I think your reservations and your fears here are that you're going to get hurt again. Two of Pentacles. Or that you're going to get used again, or that they're going to take advantage of you again in some way. Two of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. Yeah, you're trying to decide if you can trust this person or not. You're trying to decide whether you should just continue doing what's best for you, or whether you should do what's in the best interest of this partnership or this dynamic. There's something outside of your control when it comes to this person. The Strength card and the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck, as I'm saying that. There's something that is outside of your control. This person is really hard for you to resist, and you feel like there's a part of you that feels like you would be doing yourself a disservice if you were to let this person in again. But there's also a part of you that feels like you would be doing yourself a disservice if you did not give them another opportunity. This is your choice to make. I think ultimately you're going to decide to do what's best for you. And if you feel like this person is not in your best interest, then move on. Move on and keep on walking. I don't think this is the end all be all for you. But what I will say is that there might be a little part of you that might regret not giving this another chance, or being open to this, or even just being open to hearing this person out. Maybe you should just hear them out. I think that you're strong enough, you're mature enough, you understand yourself enough to not fall for any BS. So if you feel like at any point this person is coming to you with nonsense, you will walk away. Your cutoff game is way stronger now than it ever has been, because you understand your value. You understand what you bring to a relationship, and you're not willing to compromise on that. I think this person would have to show up and show out for you in order to win you over again. And I think that in order for you guys to move forward, a conversation would be necessary. But if you just feel adamant that this person is not for you, that you don't want them, they're not in your best interest, then let it go. But I do think there's a part of you that does want to hear what they have to say. This is what I have for you guys. I hope that this was helpful or enlightening in some way. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And I will be with you next time.